Jen, why hasn't the CDC revised the definition of what it means to be fully vaccinated yet, given that the president has spoken about boosters for months now?
Sure, it's a good question, Jackie. I don't speak for the CDC. Obviously, they speak for themselves, given they make decisions based on data and science. So I would point you to them. I know they have a COVID briefing tomorrow.
Had the president, emphasizing the importance of boosters for months, and people have to ask the question, or a lot of people are asking the question, would revising the guidance cause some sort of logistical or political or economic consequence that the White House isn't ready to embrace, something like not being able to go to restaurants, or people go to offices, or industries that have suffered labor shortages?
We have boosters available for every American. They can get boosted now, regardless of what the CDC guidance is, whether were just approved for the booster or you were approved weeks ago.
So do you expect then that guidance will change eventually?
It's up to the CDC, and they make those decisions based on data and science.
Will we have any update on when they might make a decision on that, given that there's been so much time?
I encourage you to ask them that question when they participate in the COVID briefing tomorrow.
Okay. And then similar line of questioning, but
Sure.
this time about the FDA.
Okay.
There have been some decisions by the FDA over the last few months that have happened without consulting the panel of independent experts that we saw for authorizations for the vaccines themselves. We haven't seen that with boosters. A couple examples: on the 19th of November, FDA authorized the booster for all adults. 29th, the CDC announced people 18 plus should get boosters. December 9th, the FDA authorized boosters for 16 and 17-year-olds, and just yesterday, the FDA amended the emergency use authorization for the Pfizer booster for kids ages 12 to 15. So I guess my question is, why has the protocol been different with the boosters than it was for the emergency use authorization of the vaccine itself?
Jackie, the FDA makes their own decisions, not driven by what the White House is telling them what to do, so I would point you to the FDA to get any comment on that.
So it doesn't, I guess then the White House is not, or the FDA is not getting rid of its independent panel of experts by any White House guidance?
Absolutely not. And again, I think they would confirm that themselves. And I think what's important to step back here is recognize we're still in the middle of a pandemic. There are still far too many people who are not vaccinated. There are still kids who are at risk because there are not enough people, adults, vaccinated. And I think what we're all collectively trying to do here is protect more people and save more lives, whether you work here or at the CDC or the FDA.
Is the president then okay with the FDA making these authorizations without calling their panel of experts?
Again, I would point you to the FDA, and they can speak to their decision-making process.
Okay, and then real quick on the